क्याप्टेन नट द गुड स्टार्ट आज भनौँ न सुरुवातमै फर्स्ट बलमै अलिकति विकेट गएपछि त्यहीबाट मोमेन्टम हामीले क्यारी गर्न नसकेको
त्यस्तो त भन्न मिल्दैन होइन क्रिकेटमा त्यस्तो चाहिँ भन्न मिल्दैन किनभने 10-11 जना ब्याट्सम्यान हुन्छ होइन सो सुरुको विकेटलाई आई डोन्ट थिङ्क त्यति अलिकति हुन्छ मोमेन्टम बट स्टिल त्यति पुरै इम्प्याक्ट पार्दैन गेममा होइन सो एज अ ब्याटिङ युनिट आई थिङ्क त्यो जुन फर्स्ट फेज थियो नि 45 मिनट्सको आई थिङ्क त्यहाँ चाहिँ हामीले अलि बेटर ब्याटिङ गर्नुपर्ने थियो सो टप 4-5 ब्याट्सम्यानले त्यो रेस्पोन्सिबिलिटी लिएन आज सो आई थिङ्क त्यही चाहिँ अलिकति ह्याम्पर भयो जस्तो लाग्यो
फर्स्ट 3 विकेट्स हेर्छौँ भने पनि भनौँ तिनटै अब अलिकति ब्याट सर्ट सिलेक्सन भनेर जुन किसिमको विकेट गयो
हजुर
अझै नाम्बियाले एकदम वर्क गरेको थियो हाम्रो ब्याट्सम्यानहरूलाई फिल्ड सेटिङमा स्पेसली कसरी हामी चाहिँ अलिकति त्यसमा अलिकति पछि पऱ्यौँ कि उनीहरूको जुन एउटा ट्याकल गर्नलाई उनीहरूको ट्याकल्समा
आई थिङ्क त्योभन्दा पनि आई थिङ्क क्रेडिट नामिनेट बलर किन दिनुपर्छ भने त्यो कन्डिसनलाई एकदम राम्रो युज गरेँ होइन त्यो बोल्ड इन भेरी गुड एरिया मलाई जस्तो लाग्यो होइन ट्रम्पलम्यानले स्पेसली र जो डेब्युटेन्ट थियो अर्को एन्डबाट उहाँले एकदम एरियाज एकदम राम्रो समात्नु भएको थियो र प्लस कन्डिसन पनि उहाँहरूको फेभरमा थियो सो आई थिङ्क त्यो कन्डिसनलाई एकदम राम्रो युज गरेँ सो एज अ ब्याटिङ युनिट आई थिङ्क त्यो कन्डिसनलाई अलिक ट्याकल हामीले राम्रोसँग गरेनौँ जस्तो लाग्यो होइन सो त्यो पार्टमा चाहिँ वर्क गर्न एकदम जरुरी छ जस्तो लाग्छ
यो सिरिज आउनु अगाडि सिरिजको लागि चाहिँ हामीले एउटा लास्ट मोमेन्ट चेन्ज गरेको अलिकति ब्याटिङ हेभी बनाएको थियो टिमलाई यो ब्याटिङ हेभी लाइनअप पनि देख्यो त्यो देख्दा नै 133 लोएस्ट एभर टोटल यो ओडिआई क्रिकेटमा टिम ग्राउन्डमा यो त राम्रो सङ्केत होइन
हजुर अब ब्याट्सम्यान त हाम्रो एकदम लास्टसम्मै थियो होइन बट स्टिल त्यही मैले त्यही भनिसकेँ अघि जस्तो जसले पनि अपर्च्युनिटी पायो युटिलाइज गरेन स्टार्ट्सहरू युटिलाइज गरेन र टप 4-5 ब्याट्सम्यान एकदम इम्पोर्टेन्ट हुन्छ ओडिआईमा अनि टप 4-5 विकेट्स खसेपछि चाहिँ त्यो इम्प्याक्ट टिममा परिहाल्छ बट स्टिल त्यो भइसक्दा आई थिङ्क एरास्मसको जुन विकेट लिनु लास्टतिर आई थिङ्क त्यहाँ चाहिँ अलिक बेटर पार्टनरसिप गर्न सक्थेँ एज अ ब्याट्सम्यानहरू त्यहाँ त्यो पार्टमा अलिक मिस भयो जस्तो लाग्यो
कोच same thing, not the quite good start that we had hoped for. This also ends our dream run, your unbeaten run at home ODI. How do you see this loss?
No, I think this take this loss as a great opportunity now because it's an opportunity where you really build your team. This is where you test your characters. This is how you grow. I obviously heard you out about what that lowest total something to you, but I think most interesting part of this whole thing is the phases of the game, and I think skipper mentioned it very clearly that first 45 minutes, the first 10 overs phase is where we wanted to absorb more pressure. Losing those couple of wickets early obviously put us on back foot. For me, I thought that we have lost 3 or 4 wickets before as well, but that build up the partnership which we were building up again between Kushal Malla and Bhim Sharkey, that was pretty much trying to repair and bring us back in the game. We really wanted that partnership to grow and go little more bigger. I think that's where the situational awareness and game awareness matters, and we have been speaking about it a lot. We were aware that yesterday the sun was not out and today the condition could be challenging, and what if we put in. So we obviously had a discussion around it as well, but I thought the nerves were not settled. Nerves were not settled in the morning, and again what we'll do is we'll go back to our drawing board. We'll do our homework. We'll make sure that the areas where we need to nudge a bit, polish a bit, we'll work on that and we'll come back strong.
Without DP, our team looks a bit out of balance. How do you admit that we are still trying to get that balance in place?
No, I disagree. I think ODI games, a lot of players had stepped up. We had batting all the way till 8-9. So balance was never a question. I think the batters had to step up today, which we missed out. If they all had batted to their potentials, especially their approach, the first 30 balls approach, they know their plans in place, then the things would have been different. We got 6 odd wickets defending 130. In my mind, if we had 2 impact partnerships in middle, we could have scored around 230, 240 and this could have been a winning score for today. That's the way I felt right now.
We lost the toss, we put in the batters. What was the ideal score that we were targeting?
Yeah, 240. I think 230, 240 was something in our head. But to get to 230, 240, we needed a start. So obviously we missed out. Losing 4 wickets in power play, you are totally on back foot. And that's where I said big partnership were required because others who are in, then they need to take the responsibility of batters who missed out. So I'm sure they will reflect on that and will come back.
Playing Netherlands were just back from the ODI World Cup. So do you think this is the right time to wake up call that we needed?
Do you think this is the?
This is the right wake up call because we've been winning all the time. So we're playing the the teams above us next time?
Yeah, I mean, more than wake up call, like I said, we were winning. So now what will happen is when you lose, there are emotions for when you lose as well. So how you manage those emotions, right? Experiences are there, and we need to keep on taking these experiences. ODI format has got so many ups and downs. The skills which comes across, the teams which comes across. I mean, I think this time around, all the 8 teams in League 2 are very competitive sides. So the maturity will matter, and I'm sure that the 1 day gap in between is good way to reflect and then come back again for the next opponent.
बलिङ भन्दा पनि आई थिङ्क ब्याटिङमा बढी फोकस थियो होइन बलिङ चाहिँ पार्ट टाइम गरिरहेको थिएँ होइन त्यो कन्ट्रिब्युट गर्दै खुसी भयो होइन खुसी लाग्छ होइन सो ब्याटिङ मेन फोकस हो बलिङ त अब त्यो कन्ट्रिब्युट गर्दाखेरि थियो कि त्यो क्लिक भइरहेको थियो होइन सो आई थिङ्क पिएम कपको कुरा गर्दाखेरि आई थिङ्क त्यो त्यहाँ चाहिँ हामीसँग बलर थिएन सो म चिपिन गर्न एकदम जरुरी जस्तो लाग्छ सो यहाँ पनि त्यही सिचुएसन्स थियो सो खासै आई डोन्ट थिङ्क बलिङ बढी फोकस छ मेरो जस्तो लाग्छ
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All good. Thank you.
Winning the toss, did you expect Nepal to bundle out for this total?
Yeah, obviously I think when the pitch is prepared with a little bit of dampness like that, it becomes a bigger toss to win. Fortunately last year when we came here we lost the first 3 tosses, and the last game we sort of were in a winning position but didn't manage to get over the line. So a big toss to win, but in saying that you still have to play good cricket on the day, and didn't really expect them to crumble like that, but I suppose the pressure that we applied on the opposition made it tough for the batters, and I think 130 was a good score to restrict them to.
It looked like you had a lot of homework behind the scenes with field placements and all. Were you prepared for this with the individual field placement as well?
Not really individually. Try and focus more on our own processes and then just follow a little bit of a gut feel on the field, and I think that's what we try to do in our team, whether it's the bowler making the call or if the keeper sees something then he needs to make that call, and luckily today I made a few calls that came off, and I think that's the beauty of trusting your instinct in sport. It's sometimes that natural way is the one that just works the best, whether you're batting, bowling, fielding or captaining, and that luckily came off today.
You're experimenting a lot with your bowling as well, bowling behind the umpires at times. Did you plan that?
Yeah, it's just trying to create some variation. It's something that I've done for a while. It's something that other bowlers have done for a while. So yeah, not really something special about it. Not really going to make a big thing about it. It's just a different ball, really.
Gerard, talking about that Kushal Malla wicket, you left the extra cover open and trapped him as well. So you were doing something specific against him. I mean, you were ready. You planned for that. It seems so.
Yeah, as I said a little bit earlier, we didn't really plan like specifics to any of the players. We have a general idea of what the players do. You have maybe a general plan, maybe one field placement that you want to make specific, but you still try and follow your own process. And if you do that really well, then you more or less most of the time trump the opposition. So yeah, we had to firstly do our job. We had to firstly put the ball in the right areas when we bowled. We had to bowl the right variations when that was needed, and those little bits of instinct and trusting yourself where to put the fielder is then something that's just an add-on. So didn't have like many theories and stuff coming into the game. Mostly really just applied my mind on the ground.
With just 133 to chase, at one time between 20 to 25 overs, you were under pressure after quick wickets. Did you have any second thoughts at that time?
Yeah, obviously when you play in more difficult conditions, then wickets tend to fall one after the other, making it so much more important for the guys that are in to really follow through with that partnership. And I remember just when we started this journey with the Namibian team in World Cricket League, we had a few of these tight games, and with the batting maybe struggling a bit more than the bowling, and all around the world, playing all around the world in the associate world, it used to be very tough conditions. And over the last period, over the last year and a half or so, we've really tried to put emphasis on the top order, setting good foundations and scoring good runs, and that's been very fruitful for us the last year or so, where the top order have really cashed in heavily, especially in the T20 format. We're now looking to also do that on a consistent basis in the one-day format. So a little bit disappointing not for us at the top to have finished the game off with maybe 1 down or 2 down. It was really an opportunity for those guys to, sort of turn the knife there and really make it a big win. But in saying that, maybe a good opportunity for everyone, for the top 8 to sort of in game 1 get a feel of the ground, get a feel of the fans out here, get a feel of the pitch and the opposition bowlers. So maybe it has something good for us for the rest of the series.
Congratulations first off.
Thank you.
We saw Jan Freiling in 3 for I think was the first time for you guys. I know he's batted up in the T20s before. Is that a match-ups thing or a circumstances thing? Was he going to left-hander in, or can you expect to see him?
No, not really. He was expected to bat in the top. The top 4 was what we're gonna go with before the game, and yeah, we want to trust our batters to go in and do the job. He's an experienced campaigner, and I don't think there's any longer, sort of in selection you can't be safe and try and bat 9 batters or play 9 batters and 10 batters. Especially after the previous tour year, we thought it was going to be quite flat out here, so we believed to go really attacking and to select a proper attack and 5 bowlers and then 1 or 2 extra bowlers. So we went the more positive route today. I guess it was a great luck to win the toss, and then that extra bowler was really helpful in that first 30 to sort of push the opposition back. But yeah, that's the way I want the team to play, is really positively. We expect the batters to bat and the bowlers to bowl, so hopefully that may continue and we can get some fruits from that.
And just you say that the 5 bowlers, do you consider yourself a frontline bowler these days? I know you used to describe your own bowling as filthy part-time off spin, but time for a reassessment?
Yeah, I've been pushed a little bit by some of the senior guys like David Visa and some of the others to bowl myself more, and I guess sometimes I didn't do that quite enough in the past. But I think in the T20 format I'm now quite comfortable to call myself a bowler. I've started playing across the world as well and bowled in various higher levels as well. So yeah, very much comfortable with the ball in the T20 format. In the past, in the 50 over format, we've had a few other personnel that have sort of bowled a little bit more spin, like Pakia France, Bernard Scholz. I try and just do what's best for the team, so if I have to bowl more, then that will happen. And my skill continues to go up if you perform out there and you get a little bit more confidence and I guess loads under the belt, match game ready loads. So yeah, definitely looking to add that, to solidify that as myself as an all-rounder.
Does that play into team selection as well? Like, is it
yeah.
enough to consider extra batsmen?
Yeah, I guess we've been a team that have had excellent all-rounders over the last 5 years or so. We've had the likes of Jan Freiling, JJ Smith, myself, Ruben Trimpelman, Nicola Eaton. All of these guys bat and bowl, good all-rounders, and it's sort of that match-up and that sort of mix and match that we've been able to put together over the last couple of years to get results and probably to punch above our weight a little bit. So in terms of a T20 team, that sometimes is very useful and you can sort of get results by having lots of all-rounders, but I do believe in the longer formats you have to specialise a little bit more, and the batters have to bat and the bowlers have to bowl, and then maybe select 1 or 2 all-rounders. But in saying that, with Jan's bowling loads being a little less these days, and unfortunately JJ Smith being on injury and not bowling, it makes it essential for myself to bowl. I kind of felt that pressure before the game, knowing that I'm now the 5th bowler, and this is ODI cricket. It's a high level for what used to be an off spinner to just come in and fulfill a full role. But luckily it went my way today, and games like these give you confidence as an all-rounder to hopefully then again put out some fires with JJ not bowling and sort of balance out the team. Thank you. Cheers, thank you very much.